It's a day Toronto hasn't seen in 8 years. The city is being run by someone else other than John Tory. It's the first full day that Tory is not the mayor of Toronto after his resignation went into effect yesterday evening. And there are still many questions about what's next for City Council, while residents hope for a positive change ahead.
I leave knowing absolutely confidently that our city's best days lie ahead. I leave with great hopes. I leave with high spirits. I leave with deep humility and ever deeper gratitude.
Those were a few of John Tory's last words as mayor of Toronto, officially stepping down after his bombshell admission that he had an inappropriate relationship with a former staffer.
I want to say thank you to the people of the City of Toronto for the honor and the privilege of allowing me to serve the city that I've spent my entire life in and that I love so deeply. As my time as mayor comes to an end, I think it's important that we are here demonstrating an orderly transition.
There are big issues on the agenda that need to be addressed. And with Mayor Tory now stepping aside, the issues have not gone away.
Tory, who was re-elected to a third term just last October, said he would advance housing and transit. Many experts say those issues will still be at the top of the agenda for whoever takes over the top council seat.
There's a lot at stake here. And so the next few months in this interim period are important, and certainly who becomes the next mayor will have a big impact on the direction of our city.
I think it's clear that Tory did not invest enough in affordable housing.
Affordability remains a big sticking point in the city. Advocates with Progress Toronto say they hope those campaigning for mayor will make sure it remains a top priority.
We will get involved in this election, so we are preparing right now to help advance a progressive agenda in the election and potentially to campaign in support of a candidate.
One of the top things we want to see from someone who were to come into the role in a leadership role in the city is the abolition of the Toronto Police.
Activists with another Toronto is Possible coalition have been critical of John Tory's increase to the police budget, saying it will lead to more violence and less community safety. Their hope now is that the next mayor will look for other methods of creating a safer Toronto.
The next mayor and city council are trapped by this budget. Even if the most wonderful mayor were to come in, let's say they were to, they cannot implement true changes until next year. And so Tory's allies remain incredibly present, and John Tory has hugely impaired the fight for a livable city with this budget.
Do you think that people will vote for someone, completely different than John Tory?
John Tory was very popular. He won with about 2/3 of the vote just 3 months ago. So we have to see how much of that was about him and how much of that was about his policies.
Deputy Mayor Jennifer McKelvey will assume some of the mayor's responsibilities. Now, a report on the impending by-election will be presented to council at their next meeting on March 29th. Melissa Nakhavoly, City News.